What's up guys, Gary7 here and welcome to episode 27 of my City Skyline Let's Play series here on Devon Valley. So I've done some work off camera trying to sort out some transport routes because we've got some that's not being used and some that is. Again, I've also zoned in a bit more over here. I've added some shops which hopefully, if we check them a second, they're zoned up there, the small ones, and once they zone in we can then get rid of some of this here. Again, let's unpause it. I also added a new little bit up here. So this again is just some more shops because we've got demand for shopping. So I'll put it behind here, that would look quite nice. We added a theme park over here again just to up the land value for everybody. But what I want to do in this episode is actually get some more metro in up here. So if we check our metro lines and stuff, you can see we've literally got a stop at the train hub and then a stop up here, and that is it. These guys currently are using a bus service, so if we have a look, it's the dark blue one. So I think it's that one, yes it is, and you can see how busy it is. 400 and 200 there, 100, 200 nearly there, over 400 people here waiting right outside the metro, and then they're going to this stop. They're all travelling around this district, so again it's a lot of people waiting and not enough services. So if we get a metro line in here, that might stop some of this issues, I'm hoping. So I'm going to put one straight away if I can. Might say the line that's just, oh I saw that then. I'm going to put one here. We're going to place one. I don't want to delete a building, I'd rather place it on this side if possible. It's too steep. We're going to have to probably delete some buildings just to get these in, but it'll be worth it in the long run just to get them in. Have somebody there. A stop down here would be great. I'll put that one. I don't want to cause too much noise pollution, so on the end would be better for us. We'll do that one there. They could be annoyed, but I'd rather than be annoyed yet have the option for transport. I don't want too much near the residential zoning, so we can do one here as well. Again, our airport that we placed last episode is doing really well. I'll show that off in a second. We can place one there. So if we got new stop wise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I want one down here as well. Literally right outside of this stadium would be great. And we could possibly connect it up to down there at some point, but I don't think we'll need to. And maybe even do one down at the airport, because that would make sense. We can do it right opposite these tram stops. Now line wise, this is going to be the difficulty bit, is actually connecting these up. So our first stop is around somewhere. Is this one here, isn't it? I don't want to go straight into it. I know the first one's down the bottom here, so if we actually go like so, we'll get a curve tool. That's too much of a curve in my opinion. Look, there you go, that's a better curve. We'll curve that into there. Then this one we could connect up via a curve to this one. Let's double check that curve isn't too bad. Fantastic. Then I think this one connects down here, but it connects up to this route, but I don't think it even goes anywhere, so I can probably delete that line. I don't think nothing's been using it, so that's one we put in as a temporary, and we were going to add something to it, but we never did. I think this line literally just goes back and forth to there, so we can then connect this metro up to the next one, which is here. So again, come out with a straight, curve it up to here, or let's actually come down and curve it in. It's not too sharp, that should be okay. Next one we have is down here again at the end. This might be difficult because of how we've placed it. We're going to have to do a curve like that, and then we're going to have to bring it across like so. Next thing we could actually do is we could actually hook this up into this connection, and we can bring that one down and around over into this bit. Is that up there? Yes it is. And then we can connect that up into the train station, from there to there, train station to here. We can do like a loop. It's not going to be a perfect loop, but it's going to be a loop of such. kind of thing. Let's bring that to there. to there. Nope. No, that is definitely not what we wanted. So we'll do that. Is that train line, please? That loops up okay. I'm actually going to pause it a second so that we can do this bit, because we're going to actually be deleting this train line, the metro line, which is kind of stupid because it's quite an established line, but I want to get a better connection in place using up more of the options we've got here. Come on, please let me delete it, thank you. There we go. And then this one can go down to the shop part over here. And then into, where is this metro station gone? It's hard to see them sometimes, especially when you've got such built up land like I've got. There we go, that will work into there. This one can then connect into the station. I think this might even be a bit close to have them, but you know, I'd rather them too close than too far apart. That's a nice curve there. It's just this stadium here. How are we going to connect this in? Maybe we should have connected this one up first to here. Yeah, I think that would work better. Again, apologies for the to and froing with this, but I want to make sure we get a decent curve in place, a decent setup. That might be way too sharp actually. Come on. There we go. Let's do that. Let's curve up to there and bring it down. That's better, much better. And then we can curve this one up to this stadium. Does that connect to the stadium? It does. It does a double back loop type thing. We should actually think about it. We need to get something here. Is that right by school, isn't it? That would be perfect if we get it like that. So the slope is too steep for that. We need to try and get one in like that. Just going to keep trying around these areas because there must be a spot we can get it. Well, in fact, let's think. What's this building? This is the school, isn't it? We can move this right across here. And then this might give us the space for... It's still saying it's too steep. So, again, I think this is some basic shopping. Let's have a little look a second, zoning wise. Yeah, that's basic shopping there. So if we do the stupid thing of selecting this and unzoning that one, we'll then get our terraforming tool and we'll level this down and then this one up as this building goes. We're going to have to unpause it for a second, wait for this to despawn. In fact, no, we don't. We can just go and collect it like that. Get rid of this pathway just for now. We want to bring it to there. So it's going to be a bit of a weird one around these buildings. So let's make it smaller. Let's just make sure we get that there. We should be able to get the metro in there. Let's have a little look. It's still saying it's too steep. Oh yeah, because it goes onto the road. So that kind of didn't work at all. That's a shame. I need to get one in here though, like I keep saying. Maybe, you know, that would work. And then we could, oh, if anything, that works perfect because it's right beside that footpath. And then we think we'll take this line here. We'll curve it like so. This is the one we're trying to connect up to. What we're trying to connect this one up to? The other end of this football stadium. So again, this one here is going to be deleted. And apologies as well for the noise of the PlayStation, guys. Cities is really strong on the power of the PlayStation and does make it make a heck of a racket. But we can persevere with that, I think. That should be okay there. This loop's going to come down and connect into the end of this one here. Something like that. And not too sharp. And this is going to be a bit of a wiggly woggly line, but I think we can make it work quite well. This is going to be the difficulty, trying to get this because of the city limits. So we're going to have to do a sharp turn here and hope that that does not cause any issues with getting over here. It's not at the moment, so we might be lucky. We can delete that, delete that, delete that, and that. Go for a straight line that connects those two together. That looks okay. Let's check this. Metro's a prop. Would I be able to fit? I could fit a line. I need to see where I can fit the straight line here. Hang on. It's difficult because there we go. We can fit that like so. We can then get a curve from here. That's much better. Right, I know again I've taken my time to do this, guys, but as we've said, or as I've said during this episode, we want to make sure we get this as nice as we can. And then it does that stupid thing there. Ugh. Let's build to where we need to go there. And then, yep, that'll work perfectly. So now I think we've got a loop. It looks like we have. Now we just need to add the stops. So first thing I need to do is actually go and delete the one from up here. That's Metro, and it was, what's this place called again? Garnet Heights. I don't even know if I've named it, so that's going to be the issue. What colour is it? It's like a lime green colour. Is it that one there maybe? No, definitely not that one. Let's have another look. Train Hub Hill, that one there it is. We can delete that line. And then we can add a new line. Right, okay. So, let's do that. Right, so if we connect this loop up now, we're going to start obviously at the train hub. Go to each stop by just following it along. Got a nice little peach colour here for now. Go to there, and then this one goes all the way down to the stadium. And then this one curves over here. We could have definitely built this a bit nicer, you know, a bit better, but I'm happy with what we've got just for now because we've already got a fair bit of public transport here anyway. So this is just to increase what we've got and get the people off the buses basically, because we don't want 200 buses to transport the people because they don't have any other way of getting around. So we'll do that one first of all. I'm going to unpause it now because we've got a loop in place. I'm going to create a new line going the other way. And I always do that if I can, because it just, if you only wanted to go, so if he wanted to go to the airport, which is the next stop to our left, but only had the one going to the right, he'd have to go on every other stop, which would be really frustrating. So yeah, always do a loop if you can, on both ways, clockwise and anti-clockwise, just to give them the options to get around. I don't need to be so close now because I can just follow the old line, or the new, that one there, goes to there, and goes to the hub. Perfect. So let's choose these two routes we've just added. That's our bus route, Garnet Heights. Hopefully that will reduce now we've got our metro lines in. So what colour have we got? A peach, and I wish I'd just do them in order so they were down the bottom, for example. That one there, Metro Line 31. We'll change that one's colour to a blue, and we'll rename that one off camera, and I'm back in 2 seconds. Ahead we've got the two-way metro line in place now. We'll click on it here. We've got these two. Currently not got a lot of passengers, but you can see they're already building up. We've got 144 already on the first stop. So this is going to actually help out so much. Currently giving us 3 vehicles. We could probably up it to 4 just for now, especially when that one's going up to 200 plus already at the start. The second one going the other way, not getting as many people, so we could probably drop that one down to 2, just because until it builds up there's no point having too many. But this one here, again, they're going from the station and then through into the town, so this is getting busy. We maybe have to increase this again to 5. So they've got 4, get a 5th one on the line, and then if we need to we can drop that down again at some point. But that's going to help these, it's going to help the land value as well. Guys seem to be fully upgraded anyway. If we have a look, you know, at these buildings, they're nearly done. These guys, these ones are the newest ones, so they're definitely not going to be, but they're going to be complaining of noise and stuff now as well. They always do, these residents, but I'm not too sure where they're going to be getting the noise from. We've got a school there, we've got offices there, so they shouldn't be too noisy. So yeah, I'm not too sure what we can do with regards to that. These ones here, again, a max level. These are leveling up as well nicely. He's just leveled up, so that's good. But the metro, although it does create a bit of noise pollution, it does help a lot with getting people around. We can check down in this Chestnut district a second. Most of these are already max level because we've got so many parks and stuff around, so that's good. I think down here as well, we just need to try and sort out a few more bits down here then. So we've got lines. Maybe we could add a metro again down here. Think about it, there's no metro at all in this part, they're just using the tram system. So maybe we could do like one metro here, connecting up to the main. No, I don't want to just add metro. We've got a metro line here, which I don't know if it's even been used, he says, and then looks at it and it's absolutely heaving. Let's pause a second, let's check where these people are going. I'd like to see where they're going. They're going over here, so they're actually getting the metro to there, so that's fine, they can use that loop. I think we'll leave the metro as it is for now. We've got, if we look at our transport routes while the game's playing, we've got a loop down here which connects Middle Heights to Fairview Heights and, you know, this district. Willow Square have got tram lines, so they're okay. Chestnut district have got tram lines as well, so that's fine. Middle Heights maybe could do with some other transport options like a bus service or something, but we don't want to clog up the road. Here they've got a big metro system and a bus service, and then obviously the tram lines connecting to the airport, which we haven't shown off yet, but this is doing really well. It says none, but we had like 400 last time. And again, we've got the metro there working with the tram service there as well. Then again, over in this district, Mulberry Heights, now we've got a bus, we've got trams, not trams, sorry, we've got metro, buses, blimp service as well. Same as our downtown district is just absolutely crazy. We've got metro, monorail, train, blimp, and cable cars, and ferry stops. And down here we've got obviously a metro loop, bus services, a bit of ferry, bit of this, bit of that. So that's all going okay. It's just mainly up here that we're having issues with the upgrading. I think they're nearly done now, so I don't want to put a bus service or anything around the back. I think that would just look a bit weird. We could maybe just hope for the best with them. So the only reason I'm worrying is I just want to get our residents in. We've now got a high residential demand, so let's actually, while it's there, think, right, that's actually, we'll unpause that, get the select tool. I think these have all filled in now, so we've got one, not quite, so we might have to just leave that for a little bit longer. So these have, again, this is a petrol station, or is this a little coffee shop? Little coffee shop. I do really like the look of these. What on earth? Okay, so he's unloading cargo at the shop. Right. I'm going to put that one there as a low density because I want to keep that small. Same as that one. That one. And that one. I like having the small buildings. I just think it adds something to it. We can then connect, or disconnect, sorry, this because it's just not needed. And then that's all connected up nicely now power wise. So that's perfect. We'll zone in like I was going to originally. Some more low density housing. We'll unpause the game. We'll get the select tool and then we'll start just blipping in these again. So if you've seen this district from the beginning, you know what I'm doing here. I'm doing this single or double just to try and get in a variety of housing, because we didn't want to have all big blocks and we wanted to try and get some of the more tightly dense tight housing in, so like, you know, Coronation Street, you know, the housing like that, where they're just back-to-back housing. I like the look of it. I think it'd be quite cool. I've only ever seen a couple of it on, you know, Instagram, on Google and that when I've searched. I've not seen many people do this on videos, so I thought, why don't we get this done? Hopefully it will work, and it's definitely adding a nice variety. I do wish we had them all as one style of housing. Where is it? Like the terrace style down here would have been better if they all stayed as that, but you know, we can't really change too much. This one here would have been perfect. I think if they were all like that and then side by side, would get a really nice looking zone. But this is still working here. You know, the terrace house look, it does work well, I think. I like the look of it. We've got plenty of schools now around it. We've got some bigger buildings over here just to try and build it into the main districts. But our citizens are going up. Once we hit 100,000, I think we're going to start a brand new series. Just because I think we need to, you know, get a fresh start. This one's going well. I am happy with what's happened. I just really want to do more, and I can't currently do it on this world because of what we've got. You know, land-wise, we've got all the tiles. We've got pretty much everything in place already. So now it's just a case of adding bits and bobs to try and up the land value to get the residents up to 100,000. And yeah, well, hopefully you guys don't mind watching this. I'm enjoying doing it anyway, even though it's definitely not as exciting as the start of it was, but that will come back again once we get our new episode or new series up in the next week or so. But for now guys, that has been our episode 27. If you've enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you are new, please do drop a sub and a follow, and I'll be back again tomorrow with episode 28. Thanks for watching everybody. Bye bye.